Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Adnan. How are you? All right. Happy Friday, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Okay, I'm glad you like it, man. I thought I would add a little bit of better background than just a white wall with a picture in it. All right, so 8:25, and we are in action. It's Friday, and let's go over some of these indices and the price action that we experienced uh, overnight and go over it. A lot of this commentary is on StockTwits. For the people who are on StockTwits, I sent them mail with the analysis of crude, ES, gold, Russell, NASDAQ, and also Bitcoin. So when we go and look at crude oil, pullbacks are viable against that 95, 94 higher low. So the market needs to protect this transitional zone around 97, 34, and look for higher prices. Target number 3 is hit, and we could go back to it. Target number 4 is an outlier event, and it's a 104 and a quarter. And we definitely need to start clearing the 100 before we base to that level. ES, it's going to be like all the rest of the indices. Target number 2 is 88.61. Market overnight protected Globex, protected that swing low, made a higher low, established a new transitional zone and also a new swing high, not swing high, but a new cloud. And we're pushing as a breakout into 38.61, looking for pullbacks as a buying opportunity. Gold, struggling to base. It put a captain setup long right here and ran it up, came back and retested it. So we need to break 17.17 in order for us to run up to 17.23 and change this cloud from negative to a positive and start moving higher as a relief rally. It's too extended for a short and it's too early for a long. I mean, I could get in there and base my stop on the low of that captain setup, but I'd rather see a bit more momentum and a higher low before I participate. 2 minutes to the cash market open. And Russell, similar to the rest of the indices, target number 2 is 1732.9. Pullbacks are buyable. Market needs to protect 1710 and 1717 in order for price action to continue to move higher, buying the pullbacks in that instrument as well. You could see it in NQ, a bounce back and potential rally. Those two shadows and retest of target number 2 is critical. And we should be seeing a push into 12,025. And when we look at the 200 NT wrinkle, both the 200 and the 100 is in sync on the long side. Target number 2 is 12,018. And we need to see a base around that 900 that withstand the selling pressure that we typically experience in the morning, or the retest that we're seeing in the morning. So this captain set up short with a switch trade produced all the way to 1550 and that 1570 Globex number, and the market just stabilized and shot up and violated that formation. So that is gonna hold as a support, and that zone from 800 to 750 is gonna be a solid uh, area for us to look at. Good morning, Safe. Good morning, Omer. All right, so our orders are coming out. And well, here we go. All right, cash market is open, and let's roll. Let's make some money. Here you go, a nice rally. Here you go, right off the bat. Omer, not anytime soon, my friend. I'm testing and retesting. There's additional programming that's required here and stability testing. So it's going to be a bit of a time. I would say minimum a month or so. Just want to make sure that you got that every little bit of it is 100% before you put your hands on it. Because I mean, the idea here is for me to release this version of NT8 to you, and there's no additional components that needs to be updated. So that is the goal. All right, here we go. Yeah, but it's coming though. It's coming. Continuation of the buying pressure. And target number 3 is 966, and we just hit that. First half an hour, like we do every single day, we need to be patient and wait. That was a good, nice entry point right here. So you're seeing them how they're shifting. They're starting the shift, and they shift, they test, and boom. This one just shifted and opened up and ran. Market is in sync. You got ES that ran to target number 5 in this sequence. So across the board, things are just moving. Ooh, Captain setup switch straight short. So that is an area of a bit of resistance. So we want to see if the buyers come and take it out, because if they don't, this can be a reason for the market to really start pulling back in a meaningful way. And that could be the pullback that we need in order to get in there and start buying. Yeah, they're coming. I know. I saw that one safe. A very nice captain switch. All right, so they're challenging that captain setup switch. We've seen a lot of that happen yesterday, right? They're putting another captain setup. And run it people over. Okay, well, 12,000 is on the docket, and that's the next target. So let's see how that is gonna work out. That's interesting here. I mean, if we get another captain setup short right here, I'll jump in on a scalping basis and look for a target in the 50. All right, thank you. Just to start us off for the day. That's just this counter trend, but I mean, we got a captain setup, a captain setup, a captain setup. All of them are short in that rotation. So, well, here you go. You got even bigger targets coming up here. So that's the first trade of the day. Profitable $400 trade. And let's work on the next one. Good morning, PJ. How are you? All right, so that's the first trade of the morning, and we made $400 off that short on that triple captain setup that we saw early on. I mean, obviously the market had a little bit more room to go, but two contracts, $400, and let's keep playing the game. And that was a short from here into target number 2 of that sequence. Oh, that rally. Oh, good for you. Good for you, PJ. Yeah, I saw that rally. I was eating breakfast and doing all that stuff, but it moved and it stayed moving. So the market is out of sync right now. We seem to be running into a bit of resistance in and around that 12,000 range, and the market just kind of is fading here. Captain set up switch trade long right here, so you're expecting a push toward 40 and 45. There you go, 40. Let's see, 45 if we can get there. There you go. I mean that setup is very solid. Adnan, when you see the setup, man, I'm telling you, this thing is gold. You always get a couple of candles, if not more, and sometimes it's becomes a big mover. We saw that earlier on here, and that got retested and shot lower, and here we come again to that type of behavior. Sometimes it's just a scalp, and sometimes they hold on to it. So, but it's a very high probability event. Adam, good morning, sir. Good morning. Target number 4 is hit in the sequence. The market is out of sync between the 200 and the 100, and we're getting across the board pause, including ES, and took it for 40. 40 what? 40 points? And look at ES. What do you see right here? Captain setup, switch trade. Oh, from 28. Oh, from 28 to 40. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, four contract. Good for you, man. Look at that. Boom. Here we go. They're selling to target number 5 in this sequence. We got short on that captain setup right here, made basically 400 bucks. And this thing has just continued to stair step lower. Good morning, Sheila. How are you? Good morning. And some selling coming on here. Oh, target number 6 is a hit. You don't see this very often. Target number 6 is hit. Target number 6 is 877, and they hit it to the tick. Bounce it right back up. Okay, so now the 200 and the 100 are in sync on the short side. So what are we going to be doing? We're going to look for rallies back up as an opportunity to go short in this market. And we're looking for price action to start digging below that 52, and ultimately Globex is 11,810 and a half. And that is an area of interest to any retracement that we will face here. And obviously the high of that rotation around that 985 needs to hold. But I don't want to be getting short right here. I want the market to rally and disconnect this harmony wave and reestablish a new harmony wave. And once that happens, then we'll play the game. Good morning, Sheila. You didn't miss much. I mean, we had just one trade for 400 bucks, which was a short in NQ. And beyond that, we've just been watching. It's early, and we want to give the market a little bit of time and figure out what is going on. But ultimately, if I'm seeing something that's so super solid, then I'm gonna just jump in, even if it's within that first half an hour of the day. Yeah. Preferably, I would like to see us even disconnecting this cloud and run it up a little bit, then fail that whole structure. But we'll see. We'll see what the market wants to do here. But I'd rather be short than long against that 200 NT wrinkle closure. The market will get out of sync and out of harmony if you are breaking above 20, which is happens to be target number 4. Here we go again. Target number 6. The target to this rotation 885. 60. Because you need to see 60.55 out of it. All right, another captain setup short right here at target number 6. Okay, that's what they want to do. That's what they want to do. Boom. Here we go. We're touching that 50 area or the 60 area, and now we're going to be coming into that, the Globex zone. And typically that Globex zone is going to hold itself as a support to this type of price action that we're seeing. So I wouldn't be surprised if we start to base here. But again, I'd rather be short than long. And I'm looking for rallies to disconnect this market and get back in connection. Actually, it did it right here, but I just didn't feel comfortable kind of going short at that type of extension below target number 5 into target number 6. Like, okay, I mean, that's a bit aggressive for me this early in the morning. Here we go. See that zone that I'm telling you about, 50, 55, and that Globex zone, how the price base into it. Because you're coming to it as a first touch. So typically, first touch behavior is the type of behavior that you'll get a reaction off of. Maybe the second, third, fourth touch, the price gets exhausted or continues. But that first touch behavior is typically a good counter trend behavior. Almost 9 o'clock. Price action. So what are we seeing here? We're seeing what we expected to see, which is a bounce and a counter trend in this area. I mean, literally, we came to that zone on a dime into that 5560 zone and we bounced back, established a new transitional zone, a new cloud, a new shadow trends, and we pushed higher. Now the 200 and the 100 is out of sync, which tells me that the market is um, three things need to happen. Again, one is we need to break back down to 871 for the shorts to continue. Scenario number two, we could run up to the 20s, 25s, and then, wow, we don't have to worry about that scenario. Boom, market is running. So the news hit. That's FOMC member Bullard speaks. I don't know, maybe he just released an announcement. And preliminary prelim consumer confidence. Yep. Consumer sentiment is coming up. Yeah, preliminary consumer sentiment came out at 51.1. Expectation was 49. So this is good for currency. The market is out of sync again right now. So this is one of those things that either you're in it and you're long and this worked out for you, or you're because you're really just getting in there on news. News could have been bad and the market just tanked in a blink. It's not advisable to trade right before the news or hold on things too into news that's critical like this. But anyway, so market's out of sync again right here. We got very close to that 12,000. It seems that there's a lot of distribution going on in and around that level. So what do I want to see happen? A couple of things. Either we rally above 960 and then a resumption of the run up, or we break down to 910, and that will lead us to another 200 NT Rinko short. Doing good. When B, how are you? Good morning. Good morning. We should see a push into target number 3. Well, that's target number 3. Target number 4 is 890. Can I get out of that one? Yeah, I looked for one and it did not behave correctly, so I exited. So what we need to see from the market is literally either that 908 908 908. We need to see that market sell off into 908. Right now is just digesting that news that we had. Here we go. All right, so the market is selling off again. So what I'm going to be looking for is rallies as a shorting opportunity, and I'm going to start, trading in a range a little bit here. Yeah, Gary, you had your mic on. I'll take it right here, and I'll look for another retest. Maybe we'll get a better price. So there's a little bit of noise in this market right here. Let's see where we at. So we're up 170 for the day. Yeah, let's keep working. All right, so they're resuming that sell pressure. Rather be short than long, considering the 200 and the 100 are in sync. But you know, we need the behavior, and we need also the signal. So right now the market is just producing a lot of sideways price action without direction. And what we want to see is this type of behavior where the market just simply goes into a harmony wave, it goes into a cloud that is negative, test it once, and then react. It did it here, it did it there. So we're looking for a third time to do the same thing. And if we disconnect, then we have to wait for the market to get back in harmony. So meaning if we start breaking anything about 45, about above 50, then that tells me that the market is putting a pause on the short idea. Yeah, oh yeah, I just saw that safe. Good call. It was a captain set up long on the 50 NT Rinko at 9:30. Yep, sure is. So what is that telling you? It's telling you that it's a mixed market. So the market is out of sync, and we need another break back down to 905. And also, the market could run up to 960 and then get faded again. But as long as the 200 NT Rinko is showing a down candle, we're looking for a bias on the short side. Now, if they run it back up to that 90 area, then that will shift things around. But for now, we're looking for a continuation that will take us to, hold on a second here. to the 80s, to the 880s, and then 860s. Yeah, yeah, they're not ready yet. We're gonna have to wait for them till they get ready. Good morning, Gary. Hmm. That's a market that's consolidating, and we're waiting for that 905 to show up. If it does, then rallies become shortable, and momentum can start picking up steam. Where we at right now is simply a lot of sideways chop, and we need to kind of avoid trading in this range right now. All right, let's start getting busy. Ah, and they may not give us an opportunity to get in. Yeah, that they're good at doing that. I mean, that's really aggressive for me to do this right here. I'm going to keep the orders out there, and I'm going to look for a couple of things. One of them is for the market to disconnect this harmony wave and then reconnect a new one. So we'll see if the market gives us that opportunity, because otherwise, I'm not going to just short at these levels here, because these kind of levels will bounce right back up. Here we go. We're starting to disconnect here, which is a good thing. All right, now we did. I mean, if you start breaking above 935, I'm not sure I want to be involved here. We need the market to start fading and consolidating around the 20, then start breaking into the 10 and continue. So now we're back out of sync. I am not in any trades as of this moment, and I'm looking to get in the trade once all the conditions that we look for is present. I was in 3 trades earlier on. Okay, so that the market is out of sync right now again. I mean, you should be able to see it on the screen, because the screen will tell you a position, stop, a target, and where we at. Yeah, look at that kind of. That's messy. That's messy. But the good part about this is we waited for the transitional zone or the harmony wave to establish a new one for a continuation trade, and never did. So it never gives an opportunity to actually get into the trade. They may have set up a trap for the shorts in this type of price action. Patience is a trade, so let's just keep watching, and the market is eventually going to tell us exactly what to do. Hey Oscar, how are you? Euro USD, market is following Euro USD. Good morning, Brad. How are you? I mean, there is a good chance that we could break that high at 987. We're not too far away from it, so I'm patiently waiting. Ultimately, I want the market to be in sync and in harmony before I go in and jump on any trade right now. We made three decisions. We're up a little bit of money, nothing really big, but we are gonna be patient because this is a fairly sideway price action. We had the news early on at the top of the hour, and the market in the last half an hour has been spending a lot of time just going back and forth, back and forth. So my job right now is to understand this and wait for the most premium of trades. We're not there yet. Hey, good morning. Good morning, GM. How are you? What to do here? What to do is absolutely nothing. For me, at least. I would like to see a break above 985, which it doesn't look like we're too far off from it. If we keep nudging it and backing off a little bit, so it seems like they're trying to build up stops to hit that level and continue. So I want to see that level happen. If we fail here and we hit this level right here, which is 934. 934. If we break into the 934, then the market is in sync on the short side again, and I can take a look at it then. Anything in between, it's better that I just stay put. I'm gonna try one. Yeah, at 950. Let's just give it a little bit of time. I'm tempted to go short right here, and it should go to the 34 off that rotation. The stop is going to be 970. Let's see how that trade would have worked out. I mean, if we get and one more candle lower here, this candle closing lower, I'll just jump in with one and look for the close at 34 and add to it on the way down. If that scenario materializes. I took the profit on that one. Market is back in sync, but it just slow moving, so I took the profit on it. Not a bad trade. Target number 2 is hit. Very possible. Very possible, PJ. But I gotta just trade what I see exactly right in front of me. So we made 240 on that trade. So we're equity high for the day, and let's just keep working. Not trading anything big. I'm just keeping it small. It's a Friday, and we had a great week. So we're just playing onesies and twosies here. And look at that bad boy. Woo! Sell it, baby, sell it. You gotta see them before they come. Damn. Oh. Target number 3 is a hit on that sequence. Very nice. Very nice. And what helps me read it well is the tools I have in my hand. Once the market did this rotation, is basically it's giving me an inception trade at the beginning of a new uh, harmony cloud. Then you put a switch trade right here that tells me that they tested and retested, and there are rejection of that entry point, and a confirmation of it, and also a confirmation of the fact that this inception trade is a good one. And then it's just a function of looking for target 1, target 2, and now here target number 3. Hit target number 3 to the tick, which is the middle of the range on the 100 NT Rinko. And that's typically a place where the market can counter trend and base for a little bit. Most likely we'll run up to 32 and consolidate here. Then if we establish a new transitional zone, then I need to be going short again. And if we fail and run above 945, well, that tells me that that idea is on hold. Let's take a quick look here across the board. Crude oil bouncing back to target number 3. Target number 3 is 98.59. ES switch trade right here. Target number 2 is 38.61. We need to get there. Gold, it cannot get a bid. I trade my own money, Samuel. Now we have a lot of traders in the room that are doing APACs, and we help them pass it, but I trade my own. 1704 was the captain set up long in gold. We ran it up to the middle of the range, which is 714, and we need to break 717 in order for momentum to pick up. Otherwise, this lethargic price action can break that captain setup and head toward that 90 level. So we need to be careful of gold here at this price structure. Russell, weaker than NQ, weaker than ES. Thank you, Omer. Appreciate it. Switch trade right here at 1728.2. If we get that switch right there, then target number 2 is a distinct possibility than target number 3. But if we get a rally in Russell, then the broader indices are going to be um, moving as well. So from a longer daily perspective, it's an exhaustive sell-off right here. And you could see it in other places. One of them is December the 2nd, and price action kind of bounced right back. Whenever you see that top of tail, then you're going to get a bit of a push in crude. Looking at gold from that perspective, we talked about that transitional zone, the beginning of it, and we saw target 1, target 2, target 3. And now target number 4 is 1583.7 if this behavior continues in gold. And we're getting a captain set up short right here. So we need to see if we can get a new zone, a new harmony wave. If we do, we need to start punching it back in. Maybe I got in a little bit too aggressively here. Yeah, I sure did. All right, let's see if we can manage this one here for. Just gonna get out of it. It's very noisy. It's very noisy here. So we're playing this game back and forth with these people. We're up 180. Let's see what we can do next. We're playing small game here. So now the market is out of sync again and again and again. How's Apple? Are you doing anything with Apple, GM? Buying anything or puts or calls? Well, it's sure trying to show that, but I've seen this before, man. I mean, they keep doing this, then they flush it. So it's just one of those things. We need to get to above 86, 986. Yeah, Umair, not all of them do it. I mean, TD Ameritrade is pretty much the best when it comes to options. So you may want to explore that. Well, yeah, let's see it. Let's see. I mean, the market has definitely started a new rotation right here, ran up, hit target number two, pulled back to target number one, punched with a trigger switch trade. Target number three is going to be 967. Then target number four is 12,006. And at that point, you will break the 85. So what has to happen is you have to hold the 35 in order for that scenario to materialize. So if we pull back and protect 35, then we have a good shot at really breaking that structure. Oh, here you go. Boom. Yeah, we're so close to it that we should be running up to that level here in 86. Yeah, good job, Gary. Here we go. All right, so now we're looking for pullbacks as a buying opportunity, and we were looking for consolidation as a area to accumulate, and we're looking for target number 4 in the sequence, which is 12,006.5. So let's see if they give us the signal. We need a behavior and a signal. ES is putting a captain setup short right here, so there should be a pullback in NQ right now. All right, so we have three waves into this move, and 200 and 100 are in sync, and we're looking for pullbacks to buy into this price action. So it's a slow grinding price action, and it's bullish in nature. And with this reversal here, we are poised for a break above that 12,000. They're struggling a little bit here. Yeah, a little bit of pullback going on here. I mean, they're just basing this price action, and you could tell that the price action just slowed down right now. So just I don't need to be super active here unless I see something very very solid. That 960 pullback is getting a bit of interest. So as long as that holds and we get back another cloud that is positive, we should break above 12,000. Well, that's what, yeah, that's what it is. That's what the market looks like it's doing. So pullbacks are viable here. I mean, unless you break 906, that's a big distance away. Absolutely. 12,200 is huge. Yeah, I mean, this thing is slow, really not much going on. Yeah, I'm not gonna push the button until I see something that I would really enjoy. And right now, things are just simply stagnant. All right, guys. So we're sitting here. What is that? It's 10:40, and things are just slow moving. Slow moving. On a Friday, we managed to pull in a little bit of money. Not much. I think I made like four decisions, and we're up 180. Unless something really spectacular shows up for the day in the next 20 minutes or so, that's going to be my day. Now, a couple of things you can see if you're new. You can see our YouTube channel, and in our YouTube channel, you can see prior sessions. And like yesterday, the day before that, the day before that, the day before that, and so on and so forth. Every single day that we traded, you could see and also go in here. It's all of it live. You could come in here and see the different sessions. You see the positive days, you see the days where we had an expense, and keep on going. So that gives you an idea of what we've been doing over time, not just today or yesterday, over time. And also, you can sign up and join our own private room for a free trial, and that's the link to that. So the key to this market right here is, I mean, we can go over the big picture. That's not the big picture. Hold on. Yeah, I mean, not much has changed since we last talked, but we can take a quick look here and see that crude oil is oscillating around target number 3, which is 98.59. ES hit target number 2 and is holding. Gold reversed here for another test of that captain setup long, and you need that 1717 in order for momentum to start picking up. I mean, and the stop to that rotation is literally under that one candle, 1697. Target number 2 is hit on Russell with a switch trade that they made right here. Now target number 3 is 1748. So things are long and also slow. So if you find yourself up money, ain't nothing wrong with pocketing that money and calling it a day. Yeah, we're seeing a little bit of fading. The market is disconnecting. They had multiple rotations here. One, two, three. Another another one down around that 55, and we may just get a pullback in this price structure here, which is not a bad thing, be honest with you, because we need to get a pullback so we could reverse and then continue to go higher. But let's put it this way: if this price action ends up closing at 910, then what we're seeing is a captain set up short on the 200 NT wrinkle, which would be very significant, and that could put a halt on any advancement in price action, and then we can start pushing into the 850 and the 800 if that materializes. So that level is going to be very critical for the remainder of the day. Okay. And that's it for me for the day. I mean, I made 180 bucks. Not a big day, not a small day, but the winning streak continues, and you could see the winning streak on YouTube, all the past live streams as they happen throughout the day. So we had one, two, three, four, five, six. Today is the seventh day. We had a small day here. We had a couple of good days here. We had a $50 stop. And you could just go down the list. We had 5 grand, 2100. So that's it for me, guys. And we will see you bright and early Monday morning. You guys have a blessed day, and we will see you on the next one. Did I hear you correctly, Adam? Oof.